Joe here with the RideShare Guy, and today we're going to demo the Uber driver app. Here's what the home screen looks like. The first thing that we'll look at is that top middle box. We'll select that. This is the today view. If you slide the box to the right, you'll see your last trip view. If we toggle back to the left, there's the today view. Toggle to the left again will be the Quest view. And if you toggle to the left one more time, that's the Uber Pro view. I like to keep it on the today view, and if I had completed any trips today, it would show how much I've earned and how many trips. We'll select the map to close that box. Now if you select the bottom bar, you'll see a lot of messages here. If you select that bar again, it will move down. There's also that search icon on the top right. If we select that, this is destination mode, and this is where you can go online by entering destination mode. We'll select the back arrow to go back to the home screen. Now there's also this toggle on the bottom left that you can select. Here you can select which services you want to drive for. As you can see, I'm open to Connect, Uber Green, and Uber X requests. But if I don't want to be open to all these services, I just select the service that I don't want to do. We'll go back to the home screen. Now if you select that top left clipboard icon, this is where you have a lot of options. If you select your picture, this is where you'll see your driver profile, you'll see your rating, you'll see your acceptance rate, and also your cancellation rate. You can also see your lifetime trips here and how long you've driven with Uber. As well, if you scroll down, you can see your compliments, achievements. We'll close out of here, select that top left clipboard icon again. If you select the inbox, these are all your messages. This is where you'll see if you received tips. This is also where you'll see all those messages that you see on the home screen when you toggle up that bottom bar. We'll close out of here. Select the top left clipboard icon again. If you select that refer friends, this is where you can get your referral links to send to new and returning drivers. Now we'll select that opportunities option. Here's where you'll see any promotions. And if I select the only promotion here, it's a Quest. And also this is where you can choose which quests you want to do. Now we'll select the earnings option. Here's where you can see your earnings for the week. And if you want to look at the details of your earnings, just select that. You'll see your online time, how many trips you've given for the week, how many Uber Pro points you've earned, and also a breakdown, the net fare, your promotions, your tips, and then the total. Now if we select that Uber Pro option, here's where you'll see your Uber Pro status. And if you select the account option, this is where you can edit all of your account information. If we select that vehicles bar at the top, this is where you can see your approved vehicle. You can also view rental options from here or add a vehicle. Alright, if we select that documents option, this is where you'll see all of your required documents. And if you need to update one of these because it's going to be expiring, you can just select it and then update it. We'll select that payment option, and this is where you can edit your bank account information for your payouts. We'll select that tax info option. This is where you can view all of your tax information. We'll select that edit account option. Here's where you can change your phone number, your email address, your password, or your address. We'll select that insurance option. This is where you can view your Uber insurance coverage. We'll select that security and privacy option. Here you can turn on two-step verification if you would like, and there's also a privacy center. If we select the app settings option, this is where you can edit all of the driver app settings, sounds and voice. This is where you can choose the volume of notifications, and you can also toggle the different notifications on and off here. If we select navigation, you can choose your default navigation app here. If we select accessibility, you have some options. You can turn on a screen flash for requests option, vibration for requests. You can also let riders know if you're deaf or hard of hearing. If we select the notifications toggle, this is where you can toggle on or off opportunities, announcements, and Uber Pro notifications. There's also a night mode option. If we select that follow my ride option, this is where you can actually share your location with friends and family while driving for more security. If we select that emergency contacts toggle, this is where you can set an emergency contact. If we select that 911 data sharing option, Here it says when this is on, your live location, trip, and contact details will automatically be shared with authorities if you call 911 from the driver app. If you select that ride check option, this is where you can get notifications from the driver app within a ride if there are any trip irregularities or if there's a crash detected. And if we select that video recording option, this is where you can list your dash cam if you have one. And here's the message that a rider will see if you do have a dash cam. Alright, now when you want to go online, you just select the go button at the bottom there. And we're online. And if you want to go offline, you just select the bar at the bottom and select go offline. Alright, we'll go back online. And now we're open to requests. Alright, and here's what Trip Radar looks like, and this is available in some markets. These Trip Radar requests, or raffle rides, show up when a driver declines a ride request in another part of the city. That request then gets relisted on the Trip Radar, and the first one to tap on the Trip Radar screen gets the ride. I personally don't see these too often, but this is what they look like. If you select that coffee cup icon in the bottom right there, this is how you can pause trips. And when you do pause trips, these icons will pop up on the map and you can see gas stations, restrooms, and restaurants. And we'll just tap resume to be open to requests again. Alright, and looks like we've gotten a request. And here in Minneapolis and St. Paul, we get all this information on the request screen. You can see that the request is 12 minutes and 5.9 miles away. And the trip itself is going to be 10 minutes and 3.27 miles. And I'm also shown the drop-off destination, cross streets, and city. And Uber is showing me an upfront fare of $7.59. And you can see that this is an Uber Green request, and I receive these because I drive a hybrid vehicle, but I'm actually going to deny this request because it's too far away. And in order to do that, all I need to do is either select that X on the top right there, or let the request expire. Alright, now I've received another request. I can see that it's 5 minutes and 1.5 miles away. The trip itself is going to be 9 minutes and 3.97 miles. And the drop-off destination street is Anthony Lane South in St. Anthony. The upfront fare is $4.93, and this is an Uber X request. We'll accept it by selecting that box there. Now I've accepted the trip, and if you want to contact the passenger at all, you can select that phone icon in the bottom left there. It'll bring up the messaging screen, and if you want to call the passenger, you just select that phone icon on the top right there. Alright, also, if you do want to cancel the ride, you just select that person icon on the bottom right there. Here you can cancel the ride and choose the reason for which you want to cancel it. Also on the bottom left there, there's the safety toolkit. If you select that, you have a few options. You have the follow my ride option that you can set up. You have the proof of trip status option, which you can show law enforcement if you ever need to. You also have the report a crash option here, or 911 assistance. Also, if you do select that bottom bar, you'll see a few options here. At the bottom, you can select that stop requests button, and it will stop you from receiving back-to-back requests. And as soon as this ride is over, it will log you out of driver mode. And you also can go into destination mode from here if you'd like to, or you can toggle your driver preferences. You can also cancel the ride from here as well if you select that top pickup bar. Alright, and now we'll navigate to the passenger. If you select that navigate button on the bottom right there, it will open your default navigation app. My default navigation app is Google Maps. And as you approach the passenger's pickup location, some passengers can share their real-time location. So that blue circle with the person in the middle of it, that is actually your passenger's specific location. And here's what it'll look like when you arrive. It'll say rider notified on the bottom there. And right here is where you'll see the countdown clock. Here in Minneapolis and St. Paul, passengers actually have 7 minutes before you can cancel a ride. So this clock will tick down 2 minutes, and then it will count up to 5 minutes. And during that period, you're actually being paid for wait time. Alright, in order to start the ride, we'll just slide that Start UberX over at the bottom. Again, this is a 7-minute trip that is 3.6 miles. And if you do ever need to change the address, you just select that top black navigation bar. On the bottom there's a pencil icon. You select that. And that's where you can change the address. We'll navigate to the passenger's destination. And as you approach the passenger's destination, you'll see that red icon with the stop in the middle of it. And here it looks like we got a back-to-back ride request. And this is where you receive your next ride request while you're still in a ride. Looks like this ride is 9 minutes and 3.4 miles away. The actual trip is 4 minutes and 0.69 miles. And the upfront fare is $4.92. I'm going to accept this one by just selecting that box. And now I have my next ride already lined up. And when you arrive at the passenger's destination, all you have to do is slide that complete UberX bar to the right. And you're then given the option to rate your rider. And again, I'm already set up for my next ride as I accepted this one as a back-to-back request. Alright, and really quickly I'd like to show you something cool that you can do when you're in a ride. There's that black navigation bar at the top there. If you slide that down, you'll see the options that you normally see on the home screen. Sometimes you want to see where your earnings are or your progress in your Quest bonus. But this is a cool way if you're ever interested to see this information while you're in a trip. Alright, and that's it. Thanks again for watching. Please like, comment, or subscribe, and drive safe. Thanks.